Well, both the Prime Minister Scott Morrison and the opposition leader Anthony Albanese have visited the region of Western Sydney countless times throughout their election campaign. So they really have cemented this region as a key battleground and one that they both want to win. There's a number of marginal seats that are dotted right across Western Sydney. I'm in one of them, which is in the Parramatta electorate, as you mentioned. This seat is held by Labor by a margin of 3.5%. The Labor MP Julie Owens is retiring after being holding this seat since 2004. Now Labor's put up a candidate who's been parachuted into this seat. His name is Andrew Charlton, and he's here at Granville Public School this morning. He's been speaking to residents who are coming through to put their votes in. We've also spoken to the independent Steve Christou. Now, Steve is the former Cumberland mayor, and he was quite prominent during the Delta lockdown. Now, as most people know, Western Sydney was hit by harsher restrictions during the Delta lockdown than people in the east of Sydney, and he's really riding on that popularity that he gained during that time in a hope to gain votes here. He said that both the Labor and Liberal candidate Maria Kovacic, he claims that they've both been parachuted into the region, and people here want local representation. Now, right across Western Sydney, the electorates in this region are incredibly diverse. So both the Prime Minister Scott Morrison and the opposition leader Anthony Albanese know that not one policy is going to stick with, one specific area. It's not a one-fits-all sort of situation out here. It's incredibly diverse, and people want different things addressed leading up to this election. So as I mentioned, I spoke earlier to the Labor candidate, Andrew Charlton, and also the independent candidate, Steve Christou, a bit earlier. Here's a bit of what they had to say.
Look, I think voters here have been listening to what every party is offering to do for them. They've been reading the policies, they've been looking at the different ideas, and they're making up their minds today, and we'll see how they go.
Our residents deserved a local resident, not an import from the northern beaches or eastern suburbs. I was very offended, so I'm offering a genuine third alternative to our local community. They deserve better.
And Rani, you mentioned the lockdown concerns as an issue for people in that area. What are some of the other issues?
Yeah, so another one of those issues is around housing affordability, and that obviously also falls into the cost of living. So there are a lot of families out here, quite large families in Western Sydney, and people do want to set up a life. They want the Australian dream, they want their own homes. So they are looking to whichever party is going to provide them the best option to get that. There's also concerns around, I guess, mental health issues that have come off the back of the COVID-19 lockdown. So there are people who say that they want more support in that realm, whether it's within schools or within hospitals, that type of thing. But we spoke to some residents here this morning, and it seemed that some still hadn't made up their minds. Some said that they were just here voting because they had to, whereas others were more across the issues that mattered to them. Here's a bit of what they had to say.
I voted for Liberal.
And why is that?
I don't know. They're already in now. Might as well keep them. That's about it. I don't really know much about this, to be honest. It's my first time voting, so yeah.
I think I'm going to go in there, have a bit of a read through, putting a lot of focus into the climate and for the younger generation and focus there.
So as you heard there, there's still some undecided voters there who are coming through today. There's already been a large proportion of people within the region who pre-polled, but it will be interesting to see where people's votes lie come tonight.
East West.